Good morning, Leanne. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
Good morning.
Good. So for those who are out there watching us already, we are on the mytimetv.live page. If you're on the other cross-posted pages, please click the link that's above. At least on my desktop, it's above. So you need to click that link that says mytimetv.live for you to be able to have your comments come on screen. I need new teeth. This right. So it is cross-posted to Leanne Winston, Psychic Medium, Ros Boundy page, and the Hypnosis Plus with Ros and Live Video Hub. So there's the 4 or 5. I'm not sure if there was an extra in that. So do make sure that you're in mytimetv.live. Click that link above. So that's that housekeeping done. And let others know that we're live now. What I have found as I'm looking in my page on my Facebook is I have no idea where to find it on the new layout of Facebook as to where is it showing up the cross-posted live stream. I can't see it.
Have we got a new layout of Facebook, have we?
It is the new one, and I've determined for myself that I'm not going to go back to the old classic. I'll learn where everything is in this new one, because sure as eggs, they'll end up making that the only one that you can use anyway sometime soon.
Yeah.
So I'll learn it.
Is that just something that's happened in the last week or so, or is it something that's happened in the last month?
Yeah, no, it's through this last week. I actually had
so I've probably...
Yeah.
You're breaking up, Ros. It's very staticky.
Am I? Uh-oh. Really? Hang on. Let's go back to... I'll change my camera.
Is it showing anybody's in the comments?
Well, I'm trying to get back. I'm just going to change my camera back to this one. It should show up. Did it? And it sounds all right?
Yeah, you flashed.
Yeah. I went from the...
It's very... like your picture's all breaking up.
Still. Shouldn't. I've got 5 bars on my end of it, you know, where you look at those bars up that corner.
Yeah, mine's got 5 too. It's just dropped down to 4. But when you did swap, you were in the yellow. When you swapped cameras, it went up to 5, but it's still a little bit grainy.
Okay,
sort of thing.
Let's do an experiment. I mean, thank you very much for those who were patiently waiting for us to do something decent in the show. I'm just trying to find in my time where the live stream itself is. Yes, it's there. And yes, I can see that there is, whoops, I want to put the real-time comments up. There's 17 comments, but they're not showing in the back end.
Yeah, they're not showing in my end either.
They're not even on the Facebook. Now it is. So Fiona's saying g'day, Luca, and Luca. Fiona can't see Ros because the white writing's in the way. Yeah. Yes, and Luca's desperately wanting a reading. Look, Kathy, hi. Why aren't they showing up in the end in our back end? That's interesting.
Maybe there's something going on with Be Live and Facebook, because when I'm looking, I don't know about, I was going to say on my end of watching the thing on My Time TV, it was very pixelated, but now all of a sudden it's come clear.
Okay, I'm not watching I'm not watching the actual. I haven't even hit the watch. You know, the arrow. I haven't hit that.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at the comments, so it's just me sitting there at the start. That's not even me for that's my live card reading that I'm seeing. It's not the right one. Okay, I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong one. Sorry. What date are we today?
Good start. 21st.
I'm on an event. It's saying today at 10:30. Okay, let me click on that in the page. You people are very nice and patient, those who might be there watching at the moment. But I'm having a techie issue. It's
Dana's
certainly
letting us know that it's clear her end for both of us. What
so
about
she
Roz's
is.
sound, Dana? Because it's quite crackly to me.
Yeah, because I am
Yeah.
choosing now. This is today. Oh, right now I've got Rashina. This is the right names that are there as the live. Bianca, Rashina, Dana, Emma, Sammy. Yes,
Nikki's there saying
Natalia,
it's clear her end.
Tiffany. So which way do I go? At the top or the bottom? It's like a bit laggy. That's interesting. So I'm going to drop out my Ecamm. I was going to do fancy stuff with Ecamm being the camera, but obviously it's stretching the system a bit much. So Nikki, Tiffany, yeah. So, but we don't have the comments coming up.
Yeah, the lovely ladies on Facebook are saying the sound is fine on their end, so it must be just ours.
It must be. Good. Mine's fine in my ears. It's because you've got yours in too. Your ears in. Our lovely earrings.
Yeah, I've got my ears in.
Love it.
Oh, actually, I've lost an earring. That would be.
I don't wear them anymore. I've had the earrings out for so many years, but the holes are still viable. I can still put an earring through the stems in if I want to. I've done it. There was once only that I had to push through because it had started to seal over. But yeah, weird. Now that we've got past that and still no comments in the back end, which is weird. We usually do have them there, and there's no incoming any data at all in that stream. There's a naught showing up, so something. We've had that issue before, and it was usually when Facebook was doing some funny stuff, as in rolling out probably that newer version still, because I've had it for 4 or 5 days now, and you mentioned that you probably haven't had it show up yet.
I got a funny feeling I got asked to do beta and I stayed on it. If it's the long, thin, narrow sort of
with
feed.
the wide gap of white in the other. Yeah. Oh, so you're still on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They took it off if you want. They did take it off for a little while and then they brought it back, rolled it out. It just showed up on mine as being that default. So, yeah. That's what it is. So, unfortunately, it means for today we can't bring up the comments like we normally do. And I'm not going to do the Ecamm as a camera like I was going to give it a go. It's one way.
Technology.
Oh, yeah. Because Ecamm has that versatility in it that BeLive doesn't quite have the flexibility of where you can put things. But the guest input, as in how you get your guest into Ecamm, is via Skype. And I don't like that. So it's just too unreliable. Like here, it's just dead easy. The link works every time that I've noticed. I haven't had a problem as a guest or having guests in. Have you?
No. I'm only doing one a week at the moment, or 2 a week with you, and one on Wednesday. But I haven't had any trouble this last week with it.
Yeah. See, I only do the one. This show is the one where I have a guest in. The rest, my daily ones, are just me, so not an issue anyway. There's Emma's actually asked for card reading, so that's where I'm going to sort of sit it, because at least I shouldn't lose the comments doing it this way, should I?
Yeah, no, you should be able to scroll back.
I just can't.
So there are bonuses with technology.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
So, and I'll actually put a little love heart on that one, because if I can get it there, and I'm not commenting as me, so I'll change that to me, and then I'll probably lose them all. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh so loud. I should whisper. I was watching a replay back, not all the time that you actually watch your own replays back, right? But every so often I do, and I didn't realise how loud I can actually talk as I'm watching it back. Oops. So
we become our own worst critics, don't we?
Yeah. As
I
we
love
always
all the hearts and the thumbs up.
Yeah, see, I don't get to see them they don't come up on. I can't get them. Like they're not coming up on the page. You know how you used to have the hearts floating up on the actual video? They're not coming through when people do that for my end. I can't see that in my Facebook page.
No.
It's just not there.
There we
Doesn't
go.
happen. Thought that's weird because that's part of the fun.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm actually over on my time listening to you through Be Live, but watching the comments in the Facebook stream.
Yeah, well, that's
So
what I'm
we've got
doing
people saying
too, because we need to sort of mention the comments if we're going to answer some questions,
that's
which we
it.
will shortly. I'm just going to have another drink.
Yeah, definitely. I've got my cards out. Yeah, I'm still on my breakfast, my good old smoothie.
I've had my breakfast. I had porridge this morning, felt like it, and now it's on my second coffee, or it could be the third. Don't know. I'll lose count. Now, sorry, Sue, but I've gone back to drinking coffee. Sue knows who she is. It got me to think it, because we normally, Tuesday's intuitive chat, what's the intuitive factor that we're going to be talking about? And as I was finishing off with a friend chatting earlier, she asked, what are you going to be talking about? I don't know. And then I looked up and I said, a pair. There's a pair. Here is a pair that is, it's not
sorry, so I dropped out for a second then.
Oh, well, it's not real.
Oh,
it's a plastic. Yeah. It's not even plastic, but it is. But as you can see, and I might even have mentioned this one before, as you can see, there's a bite out of it. Can you see the bite? Small teeth.
Who tried to take a bite?
Small mouth. My granddaughter.
Grandchildren.
And this would have been probably 8 years ago that we had this bowl of fake fruit sitting in the bowl, obviously, and it was under a glass top table, so it wasn't even out on top of the table. She went under and grabbed it and went to bite. That's what she come up with, was the marks. And it just... It's just something that reminded me how important family is, really. Even through the times of the trial parts that every family goes through, that it still is important. Because I'm going to be heading off after this to Adelaide to help out my daughter. With she's a lecturer at Flinders and has some students doing a class that's food presentation of some sort. I'm going as a surprise. She said, look, half have cancelled, and we didn't even think to do publishing, marketing, or that side of it, advertising it. So it's down to a low number. Can you be a bum on a seat? So I thought, yeah, I've got a busy day, but I can do that. So it's that part of what actually, it is important to sometimes be available and ready and able to do that sort of thing for your kids, isn't it?
Yep. But at the same time, you get to see how she works. You get to see her doing her thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's the students more than she is doing. I have seen her doing a cooking demo. It'd be lovely to catch up with her, but it's just one of those things that, it doesn't seem to matter how busy we can get. There are times when you do just drop everything to be part of that family network and helping out. And that's what got me to thinking of it when I saw the pair with the bite out of it. Because the other thing as well with being back here at Port Elliot, I was hopeful of being able to catch up with a granddaughter that goes to school in Victor Harbor. Well, she's now going to school in Adelaide, boarding at a private girls' school. And I thought, bugger, like that would be the thing. Yeah, I'd be back here and be able to really enjoy the sleepover that we had started to get used to before I needed to look after Mum. And come back and ready for it. Oh, she's going to school elsewhere, bugger. But it's still, it's those instances. And it is actually Nardi who was the one that did the bite. And she's now, it's that taking advantage while they are young, because she's now a teenager, now so grown up and tall and, the ways of the world are starting to encroach into her thinking in that, exploration of other areas, another school, remote, boarding and on all that brings with it. It was quite interesting having some chats with her around that too. So very interesting.
Love it.
What sort of stuff have you had that you've sort of felt, I don't really want to do this, but, it's family?
Happens all the time. No. I don't know. I sort of like to go with the flow. There are times that there are sort of parts of family that you think, oh, do I really have to do this? But then you push through that, and I've actually enjoyed myself in that sort of time, sort of space as well. Just before I do go on, I just want to say, guys, just bear with us because there seems to be some technical issues with the sound dropping out. I am noticing that the signal is really low with the broadcast, so that may be just it's a system. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, because mine was still showing the 5 bars. Sorry, 5 bars. 5. Yeah, sorry. Yep.
We're down to 1 red bar on this end. So, yeah, and I'm hearing your sound drop in and out sort of thing. So I don't know if it's my end or what it is. But I think with everything going on with the COVID, the internet system is pretty much overloaded more than normal. So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, we'll just work with it. We'll go with the flow. But, I think quite often there's times that we are put in positions that we don't want to do, but we know we've got to do it. Sort of thing, and it is pushing through it. I sometimes feel like that with doing a reading. I think, oh God, I've got to do another reading today, and I get started, and it's like, oh my God, I enjoyed that. That was great. Sort of thing, staying in that energy and doing what I love is really good. But I don't know. For me, I think sometimes it's me just getting run down too.
Yeah.
At the same time, the need to go back and nurture myself in that sense. So,
yeah, I understand that nurturing part. And the funny thing with that, we've got to make the time to do that, or we let it slide.
Exactly. Yeah. And this year is very much about nurturing us. I keep saying that to people this year, nurture you. When we nurture us, that energy is going to move. We're going to be taking note of what it is that we need in ourselves in that way. So you came back very quickly.
Yeah, I was wanting to swap the positions. Instead of looking that way, I want to make it look like I'm looking at you again. I'd forgotten that part of it.
I've lost all sound.
Oh, really? I can still, okay, if there's someone that can actually type in the messages, whether they can hear Leanne. I can hear you okay, and I'm on mobile. So, was that just the 1 minute ago, Shaz? Can you hear me, Leanne?
Not hearing you, Roz.
Ooh.
When you swap the screen over, you lost your sound.
Okay, hang on. Look at the host technology. So, okay, I'll hide.
Okay. Okay. I think people are saying they can hear you, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to refresh. So I'll refresh. So for those who are hearing on the other side, it may just go blank for a minute because I'll refresh. It means that both of us will disappear for a minute and then come back, okay? Can you hear me now? Oh, cool. Now I can't. I can't hear you.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hear you. So are we all good?
I can hear you.
Jazz, can you say both of us are able to be heard some way? Just say, can hear both here or something like that in the stream.
Yeah, Sharon's saying yes, it's all good now.
It's just one of those things with the technology. We get through it.
It is, isn't it?
Probably stuff that when I tried to do fancy stuff with Aircam now. I'm just going to have some water now. Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Not the coffee.
Yeah, doing well today, aren't we?
The coffee was a bit too hot.
Oh,
yeah, so
you're okay.
Well, it was still just then. Yeah, we're good. So that's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So with that, Now I've lost where we were in the story.
We were talking about nurturing ourselves.
That's right. Yeah. We do need to spend time nurturing ourselves. And at times, even sometimes for me, the feeling of doing family stuff can feel like it's a bit of a challenge. But really, once you finish with it and join in with whatever it is, I do feel better for it afterwards, whether it's resolved issues or whether it's just had a jolly good time. I was going to say a different word then too. It does make it all very interesting. We are in families to be part of, whatever we're meant to be part of. Chose it for a reason, didn't we?
We certainly did. That's it. That was our choice.
Yeah. So what have you been doing on the weekend? Since that's a more recent time. You're spending more time away from work on weekends.
Yes. I'm getting very good at that. Like some of you know, oh no, I've got it itchy. Some of you know, my computer crashed last week, so I went and got a new computer. So I tried to spend most of the weekend where I wasn't on the computer, and that was really lovely. But I felt kind of guilty because in the back of my mind, I'm going, I should be working on this, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And then Sunday, I caught up with some friends and got to meet her beautiful brand new grandson. And so that was good. And then Sunday, I had a pajama day. I think I sat in my pajamas until about 2:30, and I was refusing to get out.
I do know someone else that does jammy days.
I don't very often. Paul looked at me and said, "What are you doing?" I said, I'm refusing. I'm protesting. I am staying in my pajamas. I've got my cuddly flannelette pajamas on and my warm, cuddly socks. I sat there with my feet up. So I think that was about 2:30. Then I went, I'm bored. I've got to go and have a shower.
Yeah. Oh, look, I wear a nightie, so it's not quite the same as spending the day in your jammies.
Yeah.
Wearing a nightie, it takes me back to the times at a hospital that you're staying in bed because you're needing to have recovery time, or in the chair in a nightie because you can't be, at the first instant when I had the bag on, I was too scared to shower with it on. Various bits and pieces. Yeah, there's reasons sometimes. It's lovely to have the nice jammy day though.
Oh, definitely. And it comes back to that nurturing ourselves sort of thing. So, do you know, I figured the work was just going to be there. It was my time. And I figure I keep sort of preaching to people, nurture you, nurture you. And I figure that's what I had to do. So I just try to turn my brain off because my husband's complaining my brain's always going. And I'm like, we'll be sitting there having a conversation and I'll come out with, or he's watching telly and I'll come out with the most random thing. He's going, why are you even thinking about this? I'm like, I'm bored.
Because. Yeah, it's a because.
That's
because
it.
It can.
Just because you're interested in what you're watching on telly doesn't mean I am.
Yeah, that is interesting when you have discussions with your partners, some of the stuff that comes out, but and also those close around your friends and the rest in chats, because I mentioned I'm doing the songwriting course with Jay Hode.
Right.
And, she sort of commented, what are you putting another thing on your plate for? You haven't got the time. I said, well, because it's the opportunities there and it's not going to repeat. Well, in actual fact it is, but it's going to be module 2, not module 1. So you've got to do the first, So there is reasons for picking up and taking on some stuff, even though the plate's, full bloody dinner size plate, not just a little side plate that I should be eating from, that type of thing that we do load ourselves sometimes, and necessity to take that time to actually do that nurturing. But that's part of what the nurturing is for me, is actually learning stuff.
That's
and so, that was last night. I hadn't done the homework, but I was still able to keep in touch with what's the progress and stuff. It's still part of creating that future me.
Oh, for sure. That's it. I find myself when I do stop, I think, and I come up with new ideas. Like Sunday, I was sitting there Sunday night and sort of got past the point of boredom for the day.
Mm.
And I'm thinking, I could write a course on this. I could put, and it was just like, it was constant. And it's like, hey, well, that
Yes.
could be a 3-month program. I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
I haven't started
interesting.
yet, but I must.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some ideas too of things I'd like to do as courses and put them on my Shopify. That's another thing too that I found out yesterday. I've got a Shopify site like this one that I'm going to scroll across the bottom. hypnosisplus.com.au is a Shopify-based website and shopping platform. Well, I actually had an email to say that my Shopify payment gateway connection is cancelled because I've put, it looks like you are doing psychic services and this is against our terms and conditions or something, and they referred to the paragraph. So I went to have a look, and there in the tiny writing of some of the things that they don't allow on a Shopify site is psychic services or something. I didn't know that. You know, your end user agreement stuff, when you click the agree, who reads the whole details?
Exactly. It's too much.
So,
who's got time?
So with that one, I have had to go back and take off all reference. Well, I decided I'd go back and take off all reference to the psychic services.
Yeah.
Because hoping that they'd be able to give back the Shopify payment gateway back, because that's what Facebook will be linking through when they do the shop online through Facebook, right? And that connection with Shopify, it will be the Shopify gateway. And if I'm not allowed to have that going, because they've taken it away, I'm not sure what the next step is. So I've got a PayPal account. It'll be that anyone wanting those sorts of services from it, readings and whatnot, they'll just have to get in touch with me via the messenger thingy and do a PayPal link. That's easy enough, but it's still, I wanted it on my website. That's why I've paid the money to have a website like that as a Shopify. And it's all those little intricacies that we can see working in our way of living these days, especially now the Facebook has changed. It's changed on my end, even if you haven't got the new version or you're still on it and you didn't know it, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
How we're being herded into, there's that pathway you're going to tread and that's it. I was always a rebel and didn't do things the normal way. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be that sheeples and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So it was funny. I decided I'd start doing some of this playing around with Ecamm through the virtual camera into the stream and do things a little differently. So, apologies.
Sure.
I'm not sure if you can hear that. There's a street sweeper going past.
Oh, it's very faint.
Oh, good.
Very, very
Easy
faint.
peasy.
I didn't hear it until you acknowledged it.
I didn't know how loud it was going to be. So I'm just going right down. Oh, yeah, Stripe. Stripe is a good payment gateway. You have to have a third party to use Stripe. You can't just go PayPal.me with the dollar figure, where PayPal you can do that. You can't with Stripe. So, that's what I've found out in my, and I can't put the comment up on the screen. I'm going. There are different ways of getting your stuff done with the technology, but at the moment Shopify have modified my ability to do it how I want it. Sure. I have a rosboundy.com.au that's still being edited. It's active live. I actually put that on there. You can go and have a look at it. I don't know whether it's actually fully active because I haven't had the time to actually go into it. Do the editing. Oops, there's no dot after the AU. Hang on. Got to modify that. There we go. I'm going to have that scrolling for a little while now. Because I'll put everything on there. That is my website. It's not connected to a Shopify or anything. I've got someone helping to create that. Now, wow, we do have some comments there, don't we? And I can go back and say hello, 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 and all the rest. Consider, please, everybody, that this is a hello. It's great to have you here. A reminder for the cross-posted pages. click the link above. It's half time. Do we have a timeout? Sorry.
Drink time.
And I'm getting loud again. Click the link above. It's got mytimetv.live/videos with the number. That's the link you need to be on to watch at the source so that I can actually see your comments. Even though I can't bring them up on screen today because of some form of malfunction or glitch, I'll call it a glitch. I've got that in the background so I can see what you're actually putting in there. And I know that Emma was the first one who I saw. That's not there now because I can't see all the comments anymore. Are you seeing that? You can't get to all the comments in the back end?
On Facebook, I can roll back.
How far back? I can't find Emma's now.
I'm back to Louisa.
Okay,
it doesn't tell me the time.
On the 71 comments is what I'm seeing. Oh, God.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like, this Facebook stuff, but we are able to share into this technology like we do and have fun.
Yeah. So the first one I can bring back that isn't to do with sound and the picture side of it is Melinda. And she's saying definitely would love a card, pretty please.
Well, I'll put a heart on that. I know part of those comments have scrolled past. So sorry, Emma, at the moment. Leanne, if you'd like to put up a card, and I'm going to shuffle to get one myself too.
Okay. It helps if I go back to the other screens. I can see where my card sits. It's a good day.
We can play Snap. See if we get the same one. What have we got?
That's it. Oh, we're pretty much close. So
you're going to get 2 cards each. We'll do it this way.
That's it. So I'm very much drawn to the home, honey. I get the reference to the balance sort of thing with that, the spreading the wings and having space as well. So I want to say create that energy flow through the house at the moment. Okay.
And what I've got with the well is get your hand on that handle and drop your bucket in and bring that water up. Bring the resources up that you're needing for the day because you've got plenty. You just need to actually put that little bit of work into it to actually have those resources shared with those around you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So who have we got next? We've got Louisa then.
Yes.
In the line of things. Oh, I've got to change the page every time. I need to actually
I know we've got to go back and forward.
I've got something happening there.
Whoops, I got cards flying off the desk. I'll be back in 1 sec.
Yes, we'll see you duck down there.
Stick my bum up in the air.
I did do that once and I realised on the replay, oh my goodness.
It didn't have to just go down, it had to go across.
Yes. So what card have you got for Louise?
Okay, so we'll go back so I can see where I'm putting it again. Oops, wrong screen. There we go. So the 11, and I love it because the 11 is very much a master number, honey. So I want to say, look at the big things happening at the moment around you. I do feel like it is about the unwinding. So to me, I get the reference to, I feel like that leash is like loosening type of thing. And I get the reference to the freedom that comes with that. So go with the flow. Look where the energy takes you. Look at where your mindset is as well, because I get the reference to it is really important at the moment to put that energy out there because the universe is listening, okay? Like I said, 11 is a master number, okay?
And seeing the dice there, it is, as Leanne mentioned, freeing up. It actually freeing up enough that you feel you can throw the dice in the air and accept where they land and take that, and run with that. Feel that freedom in having the choice, even if it's random. It's even more special that it's random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. So wishing you all the best there.
Yeah,
what was that, Roz? Sorry?
The comments flew off just then. The next one I've got's Karina and it just flew off.
Oh, okay.
They are scrolling up on the back end. So anyway.
So you can see the comments in the back end to Be Live?
No.
Oh, sorry. You're on Facebook.
my time. Sorry. I'm wording that poorly.
Yeah. No, that's all good because I was going to say, what am I missing out on?
No, we haven't got them in the back end of BeLive.
No.
No, so
We've got Emily would like to know, hey, beautiful ladies, do you have anything from my pop?
Oh, you go with that one, and I'll
Here's the
solo
top
you.
search result.
You had Siri do something?
Yeah, but Siri's been turned off.
Oh, it wasn't mine.
No, it was definitely here.
There you go.
Crazy. I've got my light flashing on and off in front of me. I don't know if at times you've seen it, but it's just certain points or things that you've said, and all of a sudden the light just flashes, sort of thing, like my big ring light. Now Siri's wanting to talk to me, but Siri's not coming up on my screen. It was just the voice. So.
No, well, mine's being. I didn't turn her off though, but it's being charged in behind me, and it's
Yeah.
She didn't activate this end, so
Oh,
you go for it.
It's nothing unusual in this house at the moment with weird things happening. So across the other side, you know how far away from my desk my reading room is.
Yeah.
The Apple device in there decides to start talking, and nobody's made a noise. It's just dead quiet. So
Yeah.
it's really weird. All right, Emily, your pop. Okay, straight away, the first thing I felt was the heart, the heavy heart sort of thing. So to me, I feel like I'm looking at heart, lungs, chest with him. So I do feel that if he didn't pass from that, there's issues around that. I keep getting smells. So to me, I get the reference to you smell his energy around. So I want to say, take note when you get that sudden whiff of things. And I feel like it's quite sweet. But I just get the reference to that is his soul with you at that time. I also need to acknowledge the anniversary or the birthday that's just been and about to be. So I want to say happy birthday with that. So I do get the reference to he had a lot going on around him. I get a beautiful energy with him, and he does have his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride. I feel like you're expecting some news. So I get the reference to the excitement building around that as well. So I want to say, if it's not the news of a child, it's something big in that way. But he's just preparing, saying that the news is coming. All right. So can I leave you with his love, please? A beautiful energy, very gentle energy. I kind of feel he's quite cheeky as well in that way. Okay. So look for what's coming. Right. Beautiful.
And I've just clicked on Nataya's because I had to refresh my comment stream again. So I'm looking at Nataya's because she would like some relationship guidance, please, and if things will work out in the future. So I'm just pulling a card. Have you got a card for her too? Since we're going to do the snap doubles. The one that I've got is the anchor. And what I'm feeling is the strength, the wobbly sometimes of the water that's there, but you put your anchor down. It's your decision. You place an anchor where you feel that you're going to have that stable ground underneath to have it hook into. So I'm feeling that if that's what you want, go for it, and you'll find that stability there. It will hold. So, but it's something that you need to actually decide and put into action, and how you're getting your mountain.
And I love the fact that Ross's card has the 35 on it, which when you break that down, numerology is an 8. My card has the 8 in the corner. 8 is very much around financial flow and that side of it. So I do feel that finances are coming in. But I also get, as Ross is talking about, having that base, keep that vision of what you're working towards as well, because I do feel like it is about focusing on the big stuff and working towards that. Okay, so put yourself first. Look at how when you open yourself up, I get the reference to that financial flow will come. My phone's flashing in the corner over there. So, honey, I don't know if weird things like that happen around you with electricals flashing and different stuff.
Yeah.
As long as I leave my computer alone, I don't mind. I'm over computers.
Especially whilst doing this, yes.
Yeah.
I know before I did my live this morning, it was 11:11 on my computer screen. Yay. I noticed. And on the clock above. So I've got them synchronised for once. the cache and everything, I did clear it, but I only did it 5 minutes before I was going live. And I thought, oh, I hope nothing glitches while I'm doing this. And then I had the eCam on and all the other tricks that I was trying out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, right now, I can't show you comments. But Louisa, I really like your comment that you've mentioned there of the blood makes you related, but love makes you family. How
Yeah.
true.
Oh, it
So I
does.
love that.
And
So
I
thank you for
always
doing
say we've got two sorts of family. We have our soul family and then we have our blood-related family. And sometimes we can be just as close to our soul family to what we are with our blood family. You know, I'd disown some of my blood family if I had a choice, but hey, they are who they are and it is what it is. So you just accept it, sort of thing. But
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, there's some of my own family that don't communicate with me. Yes. Interesting. Yeah. I've just noticed Shaz's, like Sharon's comment, Shaz, she's got the new MacBook Pro, which I know she has. We've been using that for our FaceTiming and the rest. And she loves it. So she's in her PJs and her best thing that she wears is the hoodie to keep warm. So it's a great little garment. I can tell you, very flattering.
Yeah. I got an email from, I think it was TS or somewhere the other day, and they had a pajama sale on it. And I'm looking at these pajamas and I'm thinking, don't even go there, Leanne, because you're never going to get out of them if you buy a set like that.
You should direct Shaz to it because you mentioned this morning how she really does probably need to get a new set of pajamas. So.
This was like a big cuddly bodysuit. I want a onesie.
Oh, I don't. I think that'd be horrible to get in and out of. I'm not as flexible as I used to be.
But once I get in, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, they need the flats. Yeah. Oh, that was, anyway. I've got the question here from Courtney. We'll get back on track. I have shuffled the cards. Is there anything I need to be mindful of from my mother and her family? Now, you're probably going to connect. I'm doing the two cards. We'll do the pair of cards, but you can connect in with what you get as well.
Straight away, when I read that, I did get you need to protect your energy. So to me, I get the feeling you take on a lot of negative and stuff from there. I do feel that it's on their terms. So to me, it's the feeling that that you really do need to, sorry, I put my card up now.
That's right.
You really do need to set your boundaries around that side of it as well. Big thing I get is trust your instincts. That's really important, honey. Okay?
Yeah.
You're intuitive, trust it.
Yeah, and this tree really is with the rainbow and the symbol of life there, the Kabbalah on this tree. It is about that deep network of what is our genetics, but not just that, it's the ancestry and it's all that have come before us in our family line. So that's what the tree is for you mentioning that you wanted to know about your mother and her family. So it does go back a long way, all that connection and choices that have been moved forward for you to be learning what you need to through the way that your connections are this lifetime.
Yeah. And I think it's really important that you just keep moving forward, honey, for you. Okay, let that fall.
And that's as the bear is pointing that way too, moving
That's
forward.
Great.
Thank you. And I'll go down to another one. Whoops. Oh, Dana, she's trying to manifest her soulmate. Will it happen? I have a funny feeling we've answered this before on a previous session, have we? What do you feel?
I did see that question come up earlier, and for me, yes, I'm a big believer in manifestation and stuff like that. But I believe when it comes to looking for that right person, it's something we just need to allow to happen, because we can jump out there and think in our head, this is what we want in a person, this is what we need. We don't always know best. All right. So I believe that you just need to go out and live life and enjoy it, be yourself, and allow that to flow. Allow that person to be put in front of you. Because if you try to make somebody fit because you think that's what you need right at that time, doesn't mean it's always right. And that's where we can bring in the hard relationships, the heartache in that side of it. So I always say to people, do the work on you. find the best version of you, know who you are, and just enjoy and live life and allow that stuff to happen naturally. Okay.
And that was the card that popped up, was the cross. Usually it means a cross, something you're carrying that you don't need to as far as responsibility. But what I sensed as soon as I saw it was have faith and he'll show up. Looking at that.
I can see it in the camera on the screen. I'm like, hang on.
Pretty cool. I like that.
Just let it happen, honey. Don't force it, okay? Because you don't want to push it away.
Yeah. That was the street cleaner this side of the street, so it was louder.
Don't worry. Wait until the idiots and the utes start screaming around my corner. I'm waiting for it.
Isn't it? Yeah. I've got D as the next one that I found. Well, it showed up in my eyes anyway. Hi, gorgeous ladies. When do you see us moving to Gladstone, please? So I thought, well, I'd just put this and use the number as in what there is. 30. So what have you got? You've got the 8. So what's that going to mean? I was going to say 30 days or 30 weeks. What does 30 weeks mean? Another 6 months, roughly. No.
Yeah, close to it. 6, 7 months.
Yeah. So it's either days or weeks, but I'm feeling more it's weeks, actually.
Yeah.
But, what do you feel?
I feel like it's going to happen, honey. I want to say let go of the past, though. So to me, I do feel there are blockages there from that. So I just get the reference to it. It's really important to find peace in where you are at and have that clear picture of what you got. Don't focus on when or when will it happen. See it happening in your mind, okay? Because you're leaving, when you put that energy out to the universe at the moment, you're leaving that open because it's an open-end question. All right.
See it positively.
Want to be there and see that happen then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you good luck with that.
And the next one we've got that I can see is Donna Skeet. Donna, hi ladies, would love a card reading, please, or if anything comes through for me. So
okay.
Donna, there's 2 Donnas in a row there. That's why I had to be specific, wasn't it? I said Donna Skeet and then saw Donna Rochelle underneath. Yeah. There you go.
I mean, as well as read your question, I was drawn to looking at the paperwork. So to me, I feel like there's paperwork that needs your focus at the moment. And I get the reference to, with the card, have that inner child come out and play. All right.
But still moving forward with what you're doing. Yes. Oh, dear. It was one of those funny things, not last night's lesson, the songwriting course, but the one before. Jay was doing some example music chords and stuff, and I was not singing along to it, but sort of humming, singing, toning, whatever I did with it. And then I realised they said, "Oh, it's some lovely singing there," and I realised I hadn't muted my microphone. Lucky I don't sound too bad. I must have been in tune with it. So interesting. Now we've got Donna Rochelle, who will get a card for. Just do one more
out on the floor. I'm pretty sure.
I've got the anchors again.
So, honey, I get new beginnings coming. It is about moving forward. I also feel like you need to let go of the last sort of thing that is, because there's something that has come to a close. So to me, I get the reference to it is about finally just acknowledging that stuff, give gratitude and release it, because you're being pushed to move forward and you need to stand in that power. Okay.
Yes, with this anchor, yes, it has shown up already today, but it isn't the same meaning in the context of what Leanne just shared. I'm actually, and I thought at the time, no, this one's on the move, like you've pulled the anchor up and you're finding another space to actually locate, to drop it, to have that steadiness. So that's what I'm feeling. It is shifting. It's that pulling up, ready to shift, find the right space, place, and drop it again. So
And I love that. I'm actually drawn to the bird in your
yeah,
card,
the
Ros.
albatross. Yeah.
Yeah, soaring high.
Yeah,
So
because you do need to look at what is ahead from that higher distance, as if you are the witness, so that your focus isn't just on what's close and in with you. You're looking at it from that bigger perspective, and that's what we do need to do a lot of the time, and we don't, do we? Really?
no, exactly.
So, there you go. So, Rashina has put a comment here. Hey, ladies, having stomach issues, is it a sign of early pregnancy or medical complications? We don't do the medical stuff. It really is something that you need to be getting checked out if you've got a deep concern around those stomach issues. What I'm sensing is the pregnancy, but get it checked out. It could be, not so much medical complications, but if you're really having some issues with it, get it checked out. There is such things called ectopic pregnancies and things that might be causing that sort of pain, and it does need to be dealt with. So get it checked out.
I'm with Ros. I agree. I get the feeling of just go and get it checked out, honey. I'm not getting warning bells go off, but I do feel like it's something that you want to sort of get checked out.
Yeah. And Melinda, did we do a card or something for Melinda? Issues regarding the new home. Yeah, lack of communication too. So.
We didn't do it on that. I think there was just one way she wanted a card by memory.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, okay. Because this is the part that you're better at than I am, the remembering who we've done it for. Mahi, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Mahi. Anyway, she's wanting to have a message from angels and spirit guides if we sense anything there. So for me, because I'm lazy and don't want to tap into that, I'm going to do a card because that's what I do on this show.
Beautiful. All right, straight away, honey, I was drawn to your own intuition without even pulling a card. So I get the reference to it's about trusting. I get the reference to there's change going on in your life at the moment, but it's positive change. Just allow that energy to move forward and don't fight it. So when I say surrender the control is the reference I get there. Okay. So no.
And with the coffin, it's not so much about death, but it is letting things move on that you know that you need to actually let drop or bury them. Actually, put that process of grief into whatever you're needing to drop and let it move on so that it's not in your life anymore in that present context. It is a past. Okay? Yeah. So that's what I was getting from that. Now let me see. Who else is there? Bianca White. Have we done one for Bianca White? She hasn't asked for a card, but just wants to know if there's anything for her, which means a card. We're getting used to this, aren't we?
I love it. Okay, I've got it up the right way now.
Oh, I love the mice card. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, they are. So I get the reference to hang in there, honey. I do feel like you've been working on things for a while. That stuff is about to come to the forefront, but I also get, look where your mindset sits at the moment. You can manifest things when you want to. Mm-hmm. It's just about having that clear picture and knowing what you want as well. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing. And it's not so much get your hand to the wheel on this one, though it probably is if you want to, but it's just even have a look into your own well. There is the stuff there that you need. It's there whenever you need to bring it out. Have that as your knowing. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting for you from that card.
Love it.
And we've got Courtney, Courtney Eversham. Anything I should prepare myself about my granddad in the next few years?
Yeah, I do feel like he's a bit tired, honey. I get the reference to there is some medical issues with that. I'm not a big believer in asking when somebody's going to pass. It is the fear. My thought on that, and what I sort of feel from spirit also is we don't deal with death until death. We don't need to know about death until death happens. Then we need to deal with that. Okay, so I do get the reference to spend time, make memories. With him.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right. And with the stalks are about that new life and what is new coming into it. But it's also, as far as that nest part goes, the shining in the nest, it is the cycling of what life is. and it happens when it needs to. Oh, yes.
Fish, the gathering.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm drawn to the
Yeah.
gathering. Have family time.
Yeah, I do. It is family oriented. Yeah,
Yeah.
very much so. Good. Thank you. And I've done that one, didn't I? Moving to Gladstone, that was D.
Yeah.
The celebration could be that he's passed for a month yesterday. Yeah. Now, I'm trying to find one. Where is your eye caught to in the stream? Have you been matching it, watching it? I've got Kathy Schultz here. I don't think we've done for a card.
Congratulations on your new car, yours and your wife's. I love it. I've seen it on Facebook last night.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do my Facebook stuff last night much.
Yeah.
What was it doing? Oh, a songwriting course. And then watching my favourite NCIS, of course.
Oh, Mum and Dad were hearing Mum's complaining about watching that.
I love it.
You and Dad love that when we've travelled. Mum's like, I'm sick of seeing corpse on the bloody table. Sorry,
But
Mum.
it's interesting. You learn something.
Just because they're not real. I just sat there and laughed.
Have a look at what we got.
I love
The
it.
sun and the moon.
Perfect. So my feeling is everything's coming into alignment, honey. Just sit in your power, honey, and just thrive. Okay, just shine.
Yeah, there's the balance.
Balance.
Yeah.
I know you've been through a bit of a rocky road since I met you. But my feeling is that you've got that balance coming in now. So the hard work is behind you. Yeah, I was trying to make them the same size before.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing too. It's cool, isn't it?
I love it. That's perfect.
Oh, cool. No, I like that's a good set. Yeah, it is. It's the balance is there. You've got your day and your night. All in balance as it's meant to be.
Car's blue too, so that's perfect with Ross's card.
We've got some thank yous too. Oops, now that went and popped up. You know how it does that quick, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh, I don't know. Rochelle Donna has said thank you. Timmy is asking for a card, please.
Okay.
There's Emma. It's showing on the screen again for me. I'll do yours next, Emma. And then that might be the last one.
Oh, we're at that time already.
Close to it.
Luck, honey.
And look, I've got the sun.
Good cards together. So I'm actually drawn to find peace in this. The luck is there. It's all the signs are standing out. You just need to sort of see the signs. Okay.
Yeah, it really is that the sun's shining on you. Yeah. So, I mean, you really have that positive male, what's his name? Ra energy. But my eye just straight away went for the sundial type effect that's here. So, you know, it's the perfect time. Whatever it is that you're planning, what you've got something in mind, it is the perfect time to jump in and do it.
Nature, the sun makes growth. I get that too then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love it.
So that's good. Now, who did I say was next? Emma. So she's got, hi ladies, hope you're both well. Any messages from Spirit for me, please? I can have a card. Well, we'll do a little of both.
Yeah.
two cards and maybe a little Spirit stuff. I'll just shuffle mine quickly because I didn't before. Whoops. And I think that one's jumped.
Get the card straight.
And you've got the mouse jump. Mine jumped out.
Didn't we have these before, but in the opposite?
It was different. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I love it. So, honey, I get the reference to it's about moving forward. I feel like with you, I need to be doing the planning. So I do get the reference to you do feel spirit around you, and I get multiple spirits around that as well. But I've got a male with his hand on his heart, and I get there's a lot of love and support that's coming through. But I get the reference to you are being pushed to move forward at the moment and to create those things that you've been wanting for quite a while.
And with the mice there, it really is about using the resources that are around you, even if they're borrowed from someone else, without stealing stuff. It is just making use of those resources that you find around you. So, yeah, lovely. I just noticed that Kathy's mentioned that it's actually her daughter, Caitlin, who's got the new car. That's popped up on the screen too. So,
yeah.
Right, we've done yours now, Emma. And there was just the one. Any more kids, please? Just there was one there that I did notice, but now I can't see it. And I'm making faces.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I keep forgetting. Well, so long as I'm not, but which I just did. Okay, and Timmy's saying, thank you. Rasheen's just wondering, didn't understand, will there be any more kids, please?
That wasn't the question you asked.
No, it wasn't. And I think to think the positive, be positive anyway. Don't keep asking because you're asking in doubt. Just know. That's how I'll finish that one. So I think what we've got has reached our time, as well as I think probably I can't find them easily. And it's one of those funny things that with the fact that we've had a few of these techie issues this morning, thank you for being here and actually lasting the distance with us, for those of you who are still watching us live. Thank you. Now, is there anything that you've got coming up, Leanne? Because I do like to actually give our little summary of sort of what we've got ahead for our own stuff, so that it is letting people know, because we're not just about sitting here doing a live stream. We do actually have things that we can offer away from a screen.
Yeah. Well, besides the readings, I'm focusing a lot now on the phone and online readings with Zoom. So you can certainly find that on my website, leannewinston.com. I'm also just today I'm going to be marketing the beginners one level 1 in beginners psychic medium development. I have just changed up platforms with that. So it's got a new look. It's got a new platform that, fingers crossed, is not going to glitch like the previous one. I have just gone to
I understand the glitching.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really excited about this new platform that we're using, and I want to say a big thank you to Savenko for all her help with that side of it as well. But just keep an eye on your website, on my Facebook page, my website. We've got the membership area that is on an early bird special of $55 for the year, that you can certainly join in with that and get a lot of advantages and stuff by being inside of that. So there's always something going on, but yeah, the best thing is probably to go over to my website and keep an eye on that.
Which I've now put on the scroller.
Beautiful.
I'm doing that.
Look,
follow it along. Have a look at my own website, therosbounty.com.au. It is still in progress because I haven't made the time to actually sit and do the proper copy for a lot of it. It's going to have the psychic medium stuff in it, as well as the virtual assistant stuff in it, as well as probably not the hypnosis, but I don't know. I'll just add stuff as I feel like it, or as it's needed. We're not just the one label that we give ourselves. So I decided, well, I'll just use my name like you have with yours. We're not just the other labels of things we do. We are this person. We are this being that is offering our services out into the world. And that's the way we're doing it, via our own websites. So check them out. Have a look. I do have I've got this Lenormand thing happening. That's what I've called it. It is the Zoom meeting type, it's a half hour to an hour, actually it is an hour, of just exploring Lenormand decks, Lenormand cards. My aim is to work it up to being the Grand Tableau, which is the really big reading of all the cards, and it's very detailed and in depth. So I want to learn how to do that thoroughly. And we're just working up to exploring the decks, the different decks, the card meanings. They are labelled as just the one words, like the whip, like the birch, like the stork, like, bear and all the rest. They're just a plain one word label for most of the cards in any of the decks. But it's the nuance that we can put into it that we're just having fun playing with that. That's tonight it's not 7:30, it's going to be 8 now. Because I'm a guest in Stephen Healy's show tonight at 7 o'clock. So that's a half hour show that I'll be, you'll see me again at 7 o'clock on my page, or my profile. I don't know where I shared it to. I shared it. Have an explore. Play with Facebook. Learn how the new face of it is. Oh gosh. But it's been lovely to see everybody in the stream. We couldn't bring it up. That's fine. Next week, it'll probably be working really fine. And I can have my eCam coming in like I was with fancy stuff. Who knows?
Look forward to it.
Yes.
Yay.
I play with it for myself tomorrow. It worked well this morning, but I didn't have a guest in. So there's that difference, the level of difference. So let's see what shows up next week. Thank you for coming along. Do come back next week onto mytimetv.live for our Tuesdays Intuitive Chat, 10:30 South Australian time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Thank you, Leanne, too, especially.
You're welcome.
More especially. Thank you.